Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you're new on this channel, I do fragrance reviews and lifestyle videos. And if you're returning, thank you for coming along. If you're new, again, I'll say please do consider subscribing after watching this video. Today I'm coming to you with a talking sense video. I am going to be reviewing a fragrance. And the fragrance is in question is Elie Saab Perfume. Elie Saab Perfume, this is not a new fragrance. This fragrance has been around the block for a while, if I'm not mistaken, for about a decade, but it's been in my hands for about 2 months. So I just want to talk to you about what I have discovered about this fragrance. I bought this as a blind buy, and I am going to spray it here and I'll tell you what I perceive. Right, this fragrance, in the top we've got African orange flower, and then in the mid you've got jasmine. It doesn't have a lot of notes, but it does smell lovely. And then in the base it's got white honey, patchouli, rose, and some Virginia cedar. Okay, now what I get as the key players in this fragrance, because I have tried it for a while, it's still on the top mark, but I have tried it for a while. The key players that I get here are orange blossom, jasmine, and honey. Those notes, those three notes, if you have a trained nose, you will know, you will feel, or you will sense, or you'll smell those are the three key players in this. However, it does turn a bit soapy, a bit powdery. It also does have a generous amount of patchouli in it, but the patchouli is a clean patchouli. It's not a dirty patchouli, so it's one of those, patchoulis that if you don't like patchouli, you probably stand the patchouli that is in here. It's also quite spicy and a bit different. It's also a bit very different. It's effervescent, it's dewy, it's sophisticated and complex, and it's definitely a compliment getter. It does have a green sharpness which makes it a bit pungent, and I think this comes from the Virginia cedar. Okay, so if you don't like very sharp fragrances, and this is what you get offset, because this is you get this offset with this perfume. It does have it's a heavy hitter offset. It only gets a bit calmer, as it sits on whatever you've sprayed it on, but offset, that burst is very heavy. It's got that sharpness, which, like I said, must be the Virginia cedar, so that makes it quite pungent. But the thing with this fragrance is, I've gotten best results spraying it directly on my skin as opposed to on my clothes. It does seem to transition beautifully on the skin as opposed to the clothes, and that is, at least for me. It is a beautiful scent, I guess, especially in heat. And on the skin, like I said, it does bloom into a much beautiful scent, but it is a piercing scent. So do take note, if you're buying this for yourself or for friends, for gifting, it's got quite a piercing note in it, but it is quite a nice, serious fragrance, which I associate with pure elegance, really, for a mature woman, possibly for a special function, a wedding, some place that is quite important. Not to say you cannot spray it in the office or in other places that you wish to spray it, but I just feel it is a fragrance that is so beautifully crafted that it would probably, make an ideal, say, wedding fragrance, or a fragrance that you spray if you're going for a function. However, this fragrance, I feel is not one for the oversprayers, because you could literally just blast people with it. The dry down of this fragrance is gorgeous. So if you have issues with it on the beginning of it, how it opens, because it is quite a beast, this is a beast mode fragrance, just give it a little time, get it to dry down, or spray it on a piece of paper and sniff it from time to time. Then if you still don't like it, try it on your skin, maybe not as close to yourself as maybe your arm, but try it somewhere on your skin and then see how it develops, because with me, I find that it's beautiful on the skin, especially with the mixture of the sun. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about the cons of this fragrance. This fragrance, like I said, has got a heavy opening, which can somewhat be a bit irritating to some people that do not like those heavy fragrances. It can also come across as a fragrance or kind of induce a headache if you overdo it. And for those oversprayers, I believe it is one of those fragrances that if you are not considerate, you might just blast people around you. And it does have a sharp note in it, which is quite reminiscent to some air freshener. So it does get it does take a bit of getting used to, but it's also one of those fragrances which you will either completely fall in love with, you can't do without, and you make it your you make it your scent. What do we call it? It's just slipped my mind. Your signature scent. It's one of those that you could easily make your signature scent. But however, it does need a bit of consideration not to overspray, because it is quite a heavy, overly beast mode fragrance that is just not relenting, and the lasting power is beast mode. Like I said, it can go up to, it depends on how you've sprayed it. With me, I find that 3 sprays at most, 4 at most, go a long way. And with this 90ml bottle, this is going to be in my collection for a long time, because this a little goes a long way. And in terms of who can spray it, like I said, it does come across to me as a mature fragrance, but I guess with fragrances, people can spray whatever they like. It is listed as a feminine fragrance, but I do see males, maybe a certain type of male might like this fragrance. So yeah, who knows, it might be ideal for males as well. So that's what I had to say about Elie Saab Perfume. I do have a flanker to this, which I will do a review for you soon, and I'll tell you what my take is on that. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's been your girl C Chronicles. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. Meet me in the comment section, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. And always remember, guys, smelling great is a form of good manners. Cheers.